Welcome back everybody to GWB Tactical. I'm Wes.
And I'm Tyler.
And before we get any farther in this video, I have to let you guys know that 95% of you are not subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys can see all the content that we put out. Tyler, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to be looking at two weapon light systems. I've got the Defensive Rein 3.0. We got a ProTac 2.0 over here. Fuck! Today we're going to be looking at two weapon light systems coming in at two different price points. We're going to see if the price disparity is equivalent to performance. We're going to do that by throwing you some specs and showing you some visual aids.
Alright, well let's go ahead and get into it.
Alright guys, we're outside now. We're on a private street. Our guns are unloaded. There's nobody downrange. We're going to throw the beam down there just so you can see the throw of the flood and see how deep the actual hotspot can penetrate. We're going to do the Defense 3.0 first. See how it does.
That's pretty bright. You can see all the way to the end of the road.
The end of the road is approximately 140 yards away.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check out the Streamlight. Let's see how far it goes.
I can say that the flood is a lot less pronounced.
It definitely picks up all the way to the end of the road. I can definitely see the stop sign pretty clearly. I don't really see much of a difference in the lights.
What I can pick up just from standing here next to Wes, I think the hot spot on the Cloud Defense is a little bit more pronounced, and the flood has a very defined ring around it. You can see in the trees, or maybe you can see, I don't know if it picks up on camera, there's a very well-defined flood. So you have a good area, but I think on the ProTac, it's a little bit less pronounced.
Yeah, the ring's definitely not as pronounced, but I think the beam definitely shines down just as far. But I think I like yours a lot better just because I do like that ring and be able to see a lot farther off in the distance of your peripherals. Even if you are looking down your sight, you'll actually be able to see more of the space to the sides.
And obviously that ring is more pronounced because of the distance that we're shining it on. I'm sure in a CQB room clearing situation, you'd probably never see it. It just light the room up, period. But for practical use, being able to, check a road and make sure that a road is clear at a couple hundred meters away, I think you'd be fine. You could have positive ID that there's nobody walking across the road easily. All right, guys, that's more of an outdoor setting. We can see what it looks like at distance. We can see the defined halo of the floods and stuff like that and see how defined the hot spots are. We're going to move back inside and look at it in an interior setting and see how it looks up close.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right, guys, we're back inside. We're going to show you what the beams look like up close or right behind the camera. We're going to go with the Defense Rein 3.0 first. This is approximately 8-10 feet away on our gun wall. Very pronounced hot spot. I can say that the halo is a lot smaller this close up, so I guess obviously the further back you go, the more pronounced it is. But we're inside of a 14 by 20 foot room, and it is definitely overflow from the light is filling up the room. All right, Wes, you want to throw your ProTac?
ProTac going live.
Whoa! So I can say in here the hotspot is very, very more distinguished. Still plenty enough lumens to fill up the room. There's overflow. You can see what's going on in the whole room. And obviously what you're aiming at is the focal point and is the brightest. Alright guys, now that you have all the information that we do, Wes, what do you think about it overall?
So, overall opinion here, and in the comment section below, I want to know what y'all's opinion of these lights are and what you guys run on your rigs. Maybe we'll see some brands that we haven't actually touched on or that we could touch on in the future. But whenever I sit back and look at both of these lights and I'm calculating the weight and I'm calculating how I'm going to use it in a CQB situation and the weight that there is behind the lights, I got to tell you, man, I'm looking at the Streamlight more and more because for the price point, for the weight that it adds to the rifle, and everything that I build with the different modes and everything too, I think it's all around the light that I want to go with.
I agree. I think for myself, I think for a bump in the night gun, whatever you're going to grab when you hear the glass break downstairs, I think if it was me, I want the Cloud Defensive. If it's going to give me its full performance right off the rip, that's what I dig. I want that for that moment. I think my overall first impressions, owning both, I think I would rather have the Cloud Defensive for a bump in the night. It is powerful. It does meet all the expectations that it says on the side of the box. Once you have 4, 5, or 6 rifles that you have to outfit with lights, it does add up. And I think out of the box, having a single on and off compared to having different modes and similar performance after about half your battery life, I think myself, I'm running with the ProTac. It is nice to have a hot rod, but overall, ProTac.
And if you guys liked these lights that you actually saw today, we purchased both of these from Optics Planet, including this entire rifle that was built from Optics Planet. And in the description below, you guys can actually check out Optics Planet, look at all the deals, and also in the description, you can check out Legal Heat, get your concealed carry today. And always remember, guys, who's got your 6?
Fucking Tucker Carlson every time, dude. Alright guys, just to kind of wrap things up, my personal opinion, we both have both, we both use both. I think at the end of the day, I don't think that they're worth, or the Daniel, or the...
Wesley's been holding in that laugh for so fucking long.
Honestly.